Eat this instead of these carbohydrates after the age of 60 to improve your energy levels, digestion, and overall health as you age. Regardless of how careful you are, have you realized that carbohydrates no longer put your body in a good mood? The more we get older, the slower our metabolism becomes, the more our insulin response changes, and the more forgiving our systems get when it comes to the foods we consume. Particularly carbohydrates. It is possible that the same plate of spaghetti or piece of white bread that used to provide us with instant energy may now cause us to feel lethargic, bloated, and even sad. Despite this, a significant number of elderly people continue to consume these very same foods, oblivious to the fact that they are detrimental to their energy levels, mental clarity, and overall health over the long term. After the age of 60, there are 6 smart dietary switches that can make a significant impact for your body. And we are going to discuss them in this video. Weight is not the only thing that we are discussing here. If you eliminate the carbohydrates that bring you down and replace them with foods that your body actually thrives on, you will experience even better sleep, clearer thinking, more stable moods, and stronger digestion. All of these benefits may be achieved by eliminating carbohydrates. These are not difficult diets or popular cures for weight loss. You may begin making these straightforward adjustments right away, and they involve the consumption of common foods that are beneficial to your health and vigor. Continue to watch until the very end because you will learn not only what foods to consume but also why these decisions are more important than they have ever been as you get older. And maybe most crucially, how these 6 adjustments might assist you in regaining a sense of who you are, or perhaps improving upon that feeling. To ensure that you do not miss any videos, I strongly suggest that you subscribe to the channel and activate the bell if you have not already done so. The time has come to get started. In the first place, choose for beans rather than bread or pasta. When you are in your latter years, one of the most intelligent choices you can make is to replace refined carbohydrates, such as white bread and spaghetti, with beans, which are robust and rich in fiber. Although it might not seem like a significant adjustment at first, the effect that it has on your health can be significant. When you consume refined flour-based foods like bread or pasta, your body converts the flour into sugar very quickly. This causes your blood sugar to jump and then crash after you consume these foods. When you experience this roller coaster impact over a period of time, you may find that you feel cognitively exhausted, foggy, and even nervous. However, beans, on the other hand, release energy gradually, providing your body with a consistent source of fuel that does not experience fluctuations in its levels. The fact that beans, such as lentils, black beans, or navy beans, are particularly rich in both fiber and protein is one of the most amazing aspects of these legumes. This ensures that you feel full for a longer period of time, that you do not overeat, and that you provide your digestive system with the assistance it needs. When we get older, our digestion may become more sluggish. Fiber, on the other hand, is an essential component in maintaining motion. Additionally, as we work to keep our muscular mass and strength, protein becomes an increasingly crucial nutrient for us to consume. With beans, you receive each of these benefits in a single, easy-to-make, and inexpensive dish. When you stop eating refined carbohydrates, you will also experience a change in your mental state. A significant number of elderly people, regardless of whether they are aware of it or not, have acquired a comfort-based attachment to common foods such as spaghetti, buns, and bread. The memories of family dinners, comfort meals, and simpler times are brought back to us by these delicacies. Nevertheless, the mere fact that something is familiar does not guarantee that it is currently assisting you. It's possible that the very items you're eating are the ones that are preventing you from having more energy, thinking more clearly, and having a faster metabolism. Give me a moment to tell you about Harold. When he was younger, he would have rolls with every meal, white toast for breakfast, sandwich bread for lunch, and toast with every meal. He is now 74 years old. He attributed his lack of energy to the fact that he was getting older. However, after gradually substituting black beans and chickpeas for his toast and pasta, he discovered something that surprised him. His digestion had improved. It became less necessary for him to take afternoon naps, and he experienced less cravings as a result. His life was not overhauled in any way. It was merely that he changed out the ineffective component with a more effective one. This is the power that the swap possesses. Getting rid of something is not the only thing at hand. It is critical that you replace it with something that is beneficial to both your body and your brain. Beans offer yet another advantage that is understated. They contribute to the regulation of cholesterol and the protection of your heart, both of which become increasingly vital as we approach our senior years. In addition, in contrast to fashionable health foods that can be rather expensive, beans are readily available and simple to incorporate into your diet. Prepare them by tossing them in salads or soups, or simply warming them up with some olive oil and herbs. In addition to their power, they are also very flexible. If you have been relying on bread or pasta as your go-to comfort food, you should ask yourself if the comfort you are experiencing is worth the cost to your body from the use of these foods. Although there is nothing wrong with having a want for something that satisfies, it is even more pleasant when the craving is fulfilled by something else. It is done using beans, and as time goes on, they have the potential to become not only a component of your meal, but also an element of the way you take care of yourself with intention and wisdom. Secondly, instead of sugary snacks, you should consume healthy fats. When their energy levels are low, one of the most common mistakes that older folks make, which they frequently do without even realizing it, is going for sugary treats. It may appear that sweetened granola bars, cookies, pastries, and even fruit drinks are not harmful to your health. On the other hand, they can subtly undermine your health. Being older causes your body to become more susceptible to the effects of sugar. In addition, something that used to provide you with a momentary boost of energy now leaves you feeling lethargic, angry, and yearning for more. The elimination of sugar is not the only factor that is necessary to interrupt this cycle. Replace it with something that your body genuinely needs in order to function properly. Fats that are good for you. Healthy fats, such as those found in avocados, walnuts, almonds, and olive oil, provide nourishment to your brain, in addition to providing support for your heart and assisting in the maintenance of hormonal equilibrium. Sugar levels in your blood do not rise and fall as a result of consuming these fats. They, on the other hand, offer sustained energy and help you feel full for a longer period of time. It is especially important to keep this in mind as you get older because your metabolism gradually slows down and your hunger signals can get more complicated. When you choose healthy fats over sugar, you are providing your body with fuel that has the ability to work for you rather than against you. Let's not mince words. A good number of us were raised during an era in which being overweight was considered to be a bad thing. At any cost, we were instructed to steer clear of it. The science, however, has progressed to the point where we now understand that healthy fats are not only risk-free but also necessary. They are beneficial for the prevention of cognitive decline, the maintenance of joint health, and even the enhancement of mood. Not only are you avoiding sugar when you snack on a handful of almonds or spread some avocado on crackers made with whole grains, but you are also avoiding sugar. You are making strides toward establishing a more solid basis for your health and wellness. Margaret is a good example to consider. She's 68 and used to reach for something sweet every day. As time went on, it became into a routine, a simple way to cheer her up. Still, the more she did it, the more lethargic she felt by the time nighttime rolled around. As soon as she began exchanging those snacks for olives, nuts, or slices of avocado with lemon, she noted that her energy levels remained consistent and that her mood did not experience a sudden drop. Additionally, because she was content, she no longer felt the need to snack as frequently as she had been. Eating less was not the issue at hand. It was about eating for better health. Alterations of this nature also have an impact on how you perceive yourself. When you make conscious decisions about the foods you eat that are best for you, you begin to experience a greater sense of control. This applies not only to your appetite but also throughout your day. Sugary snacks often come with a side of guilt, especially when you know they're not doing you any favors. But healthy fats don't carry that weight. They nourish without the crash and they leave you feeling better, not worse. I would appreciate it if you could use the second comment section below to let me know that you are continuing viewing this video and that you are finding these insights to be helpful. I strongly suggest that you subscribe to the channel and activate the bell if you have not already done so. This will ensure that you do not miss any videos. With your assistance, we are able to continue producing high-quality content that will both inform and inspire you. Now, let's proceed with our plans. Number 3. Sweet potatoes instead of white potatoes. For a significant number of us, white potatoes have been a consistent component of our dinner plates for many years. Fried, roasted, or mashed potatoes. They're warm, familiar, and undoubtedly soothing. But as we age, those same potatoes that previously felt like a hearty side dish may be doing more damage than good. White potatoes are high on the glycemic index, meaning they convert to sugar in the body relatively quickly. Not long after you eat, you may experience feelings of fatigue, fuzzy thinking, or even irritability as a result of the fast spike in blood sugar levels. This practice has the potential to gradually deplete your energy, your mood, and your long-term health to a certain extent over time. Now, let me tell you the upbeat news. Choosing a healthier option does not require you to give up foods that bring you comfort. In addition to providing the same warm, starchy satisfaction, sweet potatoes also provide a great deal more benefits and have a far more moderate effect on your blood sugar levels. In addition to being abundant in fiber and vitamins such as A and C, they also contain antioxidants, which are agents that help reduce inflammation. This final aspect is very essential because chronic inflammation is a major contributor to many age-related disorders, including joint discomfort, heart difficulties, and memory deterioration. Many of these diseases are associated with aging. Not only do sweet potatoes provide, but they also do not deprive themselves of anything, which is what makes them such a remarkable food. Sweet potatoes, in contrast to white potatoes, which can cause you to feel bloated or lethargic, have a tendency to stimulate and fulfill without causing a crash following consumption. They aid in the maintenance of your immune system, the health of your skin, and the health of your digestive system, all of which are becoming increasingly significant with the passage of time. If you are concerned about your blood pressure, the potassium included in sweet potatoes can help maintain a healthy balance of sodium and support the function of the heart in a way that is both gentle and natural. Please allow me to tell you about Frank. A meat and potatoes family was his upbringing, and he is now 79 years old. At each and every dinner, there was a white potato of some kind on the platter. He didn't give it much thought until his physician suggested that he give sweet potatoes a try for a period of 1 month. From the beginning, Frank was not convinced. He was pleased with his routine. But after a few weeks of switching from mashed white potatoes to roasted sweet potatoes with herbs, he discovered that his digestion had improved. His afternoon energy had lasted longer. And, to his surprise, he did not miss the previous version at all. As a matter of fact, he began experimenting with various spices and the methods in which they may be prepared, which was something he hadn't done in many years. The impact that this kind of adjustment can have on your day-to-day life is real. Despite the fact that it may appear to be quite minor, it is not that you are giving up comfort, rather, you are redefining it. From a nutritional standpoint as well as an emotional one, sweet potatoes have the potential to become a dependable and feel-good component of your meals. That warm, comforting sensation that comes from eating a cuisine that is familiar to you is still there. But this time it is working with your body rather than against it. You should not cling to habits from the past, rather, you should honor your needs in the present moment. This is the essence of aging positively. When you switch from white potatoes to sweet potatoes, you are not only making a substitution in terms of food, but you are also making a change in terms of value. In this case, you are opting for nourishment rather than nostalgia, strength rather than spikes, and intention rather than habit. In addition, the more you do that, the more your body will be grateful to you, not only in the present moment, but also in the years to come. The fourth recommendation is to substitute low-carb veggies for rice or noodles. Rice or noodles have formed the foundation of many meals that are considered to be both quick and satisfying for older individuals. They are simple to prepare, do not require much chewing, and go well with a wide variety of foods. But convenience and comfort can come at a cost, especially when it comes to your blood sugar, weight, and inflammation. Both white rice and traditional noodles are heavy in simple carbs, and the body breaks them down swiftly into sugar. It is possible that the surge in sugar will not create any immediate difficulties. Nevertheless, over time, it might build to insulin resistance, weariness, and even chronic illnesses that can subtly diminish your quality of life. The truth is, your body is not only reacting to the food that you consume, it is also reacting to patterns that you have established. When such patterns consist of meals that are high in carbohydrates on a daily basis, year after year, it becomes more difficult for your body to control itself through digestion. But the fix doesn't have to be complicated. If you want to turn things around without compromising the texture or satisfaction you're used to, one strong approach to do so is to replace rice or noodles with low-carb veggies such as spaghetti squash, zucchini, or cauliflower. These vegetables are surprisingly filling and can be used in a wide variety of dish preparations. Through the process of rice and sautéing, cauliflower can be made to resemble the fluffy texture of ordinary rice. The zucchini can be spiralized into long strands that resemble noodles and are able to hold sauces in a beautiful manner. After it has been roasted, spaghetti squash may be pulled apart into golden strands that mimic pasta and absorb flavors in a manner that is eerily similar to how pasta is prepared. On the other hand, these substitutions bring something more significant to the table, in addition to their versatility. Additionally, they facilitate digestion, reduce inflammation, and maintain stable blood sugar levels. As we become older, inflammation becomes an element of the aging process that is hidden but potentially hazardous. Joint pain, weariness, and cognitive decline are all symptoms that can be caused by it. And many of the foods that we consume either fight with it or feed it. Reduced carbohydrate vegetables are loaded with antioxidants, fiber, and water, all of which contribute to a reduction in the internal stress that the body experiences. Additionally, they promote the health of your gut, which is a much more significant factor in determining your mood, immunity, and even memory than the majority of people think. I'd like to tell you about Diane at this time. She used to consume pasta at least 3 times per week, and she is now 70 years old. It was simple, something she was already familiar with, and something she could cook fast after a hard day. After supper, however, she began to notice that her hands were swollen, that her knees hurt more than they normally did, and that her energy level had decreased. It was suggested by her physician that she try substituting part of her carbohydrates with veggies in order to reduce the likelihood of experiencing inflammation. Diane's initial reaction was one of skepticism, but she decided to give it a shot, beginning with zucchini noodles topped with her preferred tomato sauce. Within a few weeks, her joint soreness started to fade, and her evenings no longer ended in a cloud of lethargy. She didn't feel starved. It was a relief to her. That is the true magic that comes with transitions of this kind. Getting rid of items is not the point here. What is important is regaining what is important, which is comfort without the crash, satisfaction without the discomfort, and easy without the damage. The fact that these substitutions keep you engaged with the food you eat is also very essential. They extend an invitation to you to experiment with something new, to be creative, and to take responsibility for your health in a manner that is empowering rather than daunting. In the event that you have ever experienced experiences such as feeling stiff after supper or sluggish in the morning, following a substantial meal the previous evening, it may be time to reevaluate what is actually on your plate. Despite the fact that rice and noodles are simple to prepare, other options include roasting some cauliflower or sautéing zucchini and garlic in olive oil. The real change occurs when you come to the realization that you are not only providing for your own needs, but also making an investment in your future. I would appreciate it if you could use the fourth comment section below to let me know that you are continuing viewing this video and that you are finding these insights to be helpful. I strongly suggest that you subscribe to the channel and activate the bell if you have not already done so. This will ensure that you do not miss any videos. With your assistance, we are able to continue producing high-quality content that will both inform and inspire you. Now, let's proceed with our plans. Number 5. Fermented foods instead of carb-heavy side dishes. For many years, side dishes like dinner rolls, mashed potatoes, and buttered corn have been regarded the soothing backdrop to a nice meal. Not only are they simple to prepare, but they are also known for their familiarity, starch content, and softness. But these carb-heavy sides, especially when consumed consistently, can silently cause more harm than good. They raise your blood sugar, promote bloating, and give little to no benefit to your gut health. In addition, as you become older, your gut instincts become a much more significant factor than the majority of people believe. In addition to being the basis for your digestion and immunity, it also serves as the basis for your concentration. By substituting fermented foods for typical starches in your diet, you may perform one of the most beneficial things for your digestive tract and for your general health. This is one of the most effective things you can do. The introduction of healthy bacteria that your body genuinely requires can be accomplished by the consumption of foods such as sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, yogurt with live cultures, or even tiny doses of miso. A healthy balance in your stomach may be maintained with the help of these probiotics, which also enhance digestion and may even help alleviate chronic ailments such as fatigue, inflammation, and constipation. Fermented foods provide your body with nutritional assistance on a much deeper level. In contrast to starchy side dishes that may fill your stomach but leave you feeling sluggish thereafter. The fact that it takes so little effort to notice a difference is truly astonishing. There is no requirement for you to consume a bowl of kimchi or a glass of kefir during the entire day. When consumed in conjunction with your regular meals, a tiny portion can start the process of resetting your internal system and assisting your body in more effectively absorbing nutrients. Because of the natural loss in our capacity to absorb essential minerals like calcium, B vitamins, and magnesium as we get older, this becomes an especially relevant consideration. It is important to have a gut that is well balanced so that nutrients are not simply absorbed by the body but are actually utilized in the areas where they are required. As an illustration, consider Edward. Since he was 76 years old, he had been dealing with bloating and erratic digestion for a long time. According to him, it was a natural part of getting older and something he had to learn to accept. However, following a discussion with a buddy, he began including a spoonful of sauerkraut into his lunch and a tiny glass of kefir into his nightly routine. Both of these additions were made. Within the span of 2 weeks, he observed a reduction in bloating, an increase in regularity, and an unanticipated benefit. His thoughts appeared to be more organized. In his words, it was as if a cloud had lifted, and all that was required was a straightforward change on his plate. There is also a sense of empowerment that comes with taking responsibility for your gut health. That you are not at the mercy of your body is brought to your attention by this. It is possible to utilize it. And foods that have been fermented, with all of their sour flavor and historic heritage, bring a sense of vitality back to the table. They are not simply a replacement for something that is already in existence. They reacquaint you with something that is well grounded, something that has stood the test of time, and something that brings your entire system into a more balanced state. The flavor of fermented foods is something that, of course, is not immediately appealing to everyone. They are capable of being powerful and even sudden. However, much like many other beneficial routines, they eventually become second nature to you. Take baby steps, a small amount here, a small amount there. Give your body time to adjust and give yourself credit for attempting something new. This isn't just a culinary choice. It is a method of taking care of oneself. It's a modest message that you appreciate your health, your clarity, and your comfort. The sixth recommendation is to substitute low-sugar fruits for classic treats. For as long as I can remember, dessert has been one of life's easier joys. After dinner, a slice of pie, a scoop of ice cream on a warm evening, or a couple cookies with your afternoon coffee are all examples of delicious desserts. These miniature sweets have a way of bringing us a sense of comfort. However, as we get older, the mechanism in which our bodies react to sugar undergoes a significant transformation. What was once perceived as a harmless indulgence now continues to linger in the form of brain fog, aching joints, restless sleep, or weight that refuses to budge for no apparent reason. The truth is that the more sugar we eliminate from our daily routine, the better we tend to feel physically, mentally, and emotionally, in spite of the fact that no one is suggesting that you will never be able to enjoy a treat again. This is precisely the case. However, what are the other options? It's not as complicated as you might think it is. Choose fruits that are low in sugar, such as berries, citrus fruits, or even just a few slices of pear or apple that have been seasoned with cinnamon. Rather than reaching for traditional desserts that are loaded with added sugars and processed ingredients. Naturally delicious, these fruits are loaded with antioxidants that actively fight inflammation and support healthy aging. They are also packed with fiber, which increases their fiber content. You will get the flavor of something sweet without experiencing the crash or the roller coaster of blood sugar that comes along with it. There is a small but significant distinction between eating sugar out of habit and selecting natural sweetness with the intention of achieving a particular goal. Whether you choose to indulge in a bowl of fresh blueberries or a few strawberries after dinner, you are not only satiating a hunger, but you are also providing your body with nourishment, enhancing your memory, and providing support for your heart. As a result of the fiber found in these fruits, the release of sugar into your bloodstream is slowed down, which means that you receive energy without experiencing a spike. In addition, this results in less cravings, more consistent emotions, and improved sleep quality at night. I'd like to tell you about Louise Lorraine. She is 81 years old and used to finish each meal with a slice of cake or a few cookies. This was her customary practice. She didn't give it much thought at all. Just a simple method for her to wind down and relax. However, she began to notice that her hands were stiff when she woke up, that her memory was not quite as keen as it had been, and that her energy levels were lower than they had been in the past. A little adjustment was proposed by her granddaughter, who had been reading about the relationship between sugar and aging. Together, they began preparing straightforward sweets consisting of an assortment of berries, Greek yogurt, and a dash of cinnamon. After a few weeks, Lorraine noticed that she had more energy, that her joints were less tight, and that she even reported that her sleep had been more restful. Lorraine had not anticipated much of a change. This is the kind of metamorphosis that happens in the background and sneaks up on you. Not with a lot of fanfare, but with stillness. The fact that your body starts to feel lighter, clearer, and more stable makes you realize that you do not miss the heavy desserts as much as you had anticipated. In addition, you begin to understand that sweetness is not the only factor that contributes to genuine satisfaction. The way you feel after the event is the source of it. When dessert leaves you feeling nourished rather than drained, it transforms into something you look forward to with pride rather than something you feel guilty about. It is more than just a dietary substitution to opt for fruit rather than processed dessert. To show that you care about yourself, this is a gesture. The statement reads, "I want to feel good tomorrow." Not just "I want to taste something right now" as well. And when you make that sort of choice on a consistent basis, The consequences ripple out into every aspect of your life, including your clarity, your energy, your mobility, and even your confidence. I would appreciate it if you could use the 6th comment section below to let me know that you are continuing viewing this video and that you are finding these insights to be helpful. I strongly suggest that you subscribe to the channel and activate the bell if you have not already done so. This will ensure that you do not miss any videos. With your assistance, we are able to continue producing high-quality content that will both inform and inspire you. Now, let's proceed with our plans. Lastly, some thoughts. Take a time to yourself as we come to the end of this video to contemplate the 6 different shifts that we have discussed. Maybe 1 or 2 stood out to you. Maybe all of them did. The essential thing to remember is that aging doesn't entail losing control over how you feel. In fact, it can be a season of renewal where each choice becomes an opportunity to support your energy, protect your brain, and strengthen your body. Which of these swaps feels most doable for you right now? Perhaps it's the addition of beans to your salad or the presence of berries in your refrigerator for a sweet treat after supper. These aren't dramatic overhauls. Adjustments of this nature are subtle, but they accumulate momentum over time. Additionally, this momentum has the potential to change the way you move through the day, the way you sleep at night, and even the way you perceive yourself. Avoiding carbohydrates is not the only priority here. It is about selecting foods that are kind to your body, that respect your experience, and that give back more than they take away. You have devoted your entire life to helping other people, establishing families, toiling away, and persevering through difficult times. It is now essential to ensure that you are treating yourself with the same level of care and intention. One meal at a time. We appreciate you being here with us today. It would be wonderful if you could get in touch with us. Please leave a comment below and tell us about one item you discovered today and how you intend to put it to use in your life right now. We place a high value on your opinions, so please do not be reluctant to share them with us. Our inspiration and encouragement are greatly increased as a result of reading your remarks. I would appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it to be informative and enjoyable. With your assistance, we are able to continue producing high-quality content that will both inform and inspire you. We appreciate you taking the time to watch, and we hope to see you in the future video.